Mark from the States, Mark from the States, it's Mark. And he's from the United States.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. This is Mark, and I hope you're doing fantastic because I am. So, I'm getting ready to watch the Festival of Remembrance. I'm just going to watch the whole hour and 40 minutes or so. So I'm just going to record me watching the whole thing. I'll just take some videos from that, as you'll see here in the next few days on the channel. So sit back, enjoy it with me, point out things that I miss. I may have some questions. I just want to watch it with you and experience it for the first time. I'm sure all of you have watched it live. I'm sure many of you have watched it more than once. And I'm just honored that you are here to watch it with me. So thank you again for all your support. You guys have been just absolutely incredible. So let's get into this Festival of Remembrance.
Your Majesties, Your Royal Highnesses, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to welcome the men and women of the armed forces into the Albert Hall. The drum altar has been laid, and the service of remembrance will begin after the muster, which gets underway with the Royal Navy.
Oh, cool. They come in through there. Oh, that's cool. I love it.
74 representatives of the Royal Navy from all trades within the service, led into the hall by Lieutenant Commander Simon Herndon and Warrant Officer First Class Paul Rayton. Now they're representing Royal Navy ships, submarines and naval air squadrons and shore establishments around the UK, 28 of them in all. And among all of them, we have representatives of HMS Prince of Wales, a rather special vessel, a Queen Elizabeth-class aircraft carrier declared operational a year ago. There we have Queen Alexandra's Royal Naval Nursing Service, the nursing branch of the Royal Navy. They're the ones providing vital care in theatres around the world. Familiar sight of the Royal Marines Commandos. 10 representatives led by Captain Dean Cubitt. These are the elite fighting force optimized for rapid response worldwide. And we're looking at 3 sections of the Maritime Reserves. We have the Royal Naval Reserve, which is 3,000 strong, part-time force of civilians. And then we have the Royal Marines Reserve and the Royal Fleet Auxiliary, which delivers logistical and operational support around the world. The Army.
Oh, yeah.
Smart and immaculate, leading the way, F Company Scots Guards, led by Lieutenant Roland Walker, the public duties incremental company of the regiment. The 3 buttons telling us that it's the Scots Guards.
Scots Guards, right.
And here we have 5 buttons.
5.
That tells us it's the Welsh Guards,
Welsh.
equally smart, equally immaculate. The regiment raised in 1915, the regiment which suffered losses in the Falklands, of course. Household Cavalry, led by Lieutenant Angus McCall and Corporal of Horse Casey Baker. The 3rd Battalion, the Parachute Regiment, making their way in their familiar berets.
Oh, cool. Oh, Gurkhas.
2 Queen's Own Gurkha Orderly Officers, Leading in the Brigade of Gurkhas, the Royal Gurkha Rifles.
Wow, look at that.
165 Port and Maritime Regiment, the Royal Logistics Corps. They'll be followed by Queen Alexandra's Royal Army Nursing Corps, led by Major Andrew John Robinson, providing vital services abroad and, of course, here in the UK. Royal Regiment of Fusiliers, 5th Battalion. And also joining us, 256 City of London Field Hospital. The Royal Air Force. Servicemen and women of the Royal Air Force.
Like sharp.
Led into the Albert Hall by Flight Lieutenant Emma Bonnet and Flight Lieutenant Arunjan Pugastan. The stations represented including Brize Norton and High Wycombe and Northolt, which was the airfield which received the Queen's coffin when it was flown back from Scotland. King's Colour Squadron, 28 members, the dedicated ceremonial unit of the Royal Air Force. And on the Queen's passing in September, the squadron became the custodians of the King's Colour and renamed on the 27th of October. Princess Mary's Air Force Nursing Service joining us, the Royal Air Force Police as well, and then the Royal Air Force Reserves, the Royal Auxiliary Air Force, Air Force Cadets, and the University Air Squadrons. The Merchant Navy.
Not as popular.
10 representatives serving seafarers and cadets, including Chief Officer Philip Cave. Cadets all from Warsash Maritime Academy in Southampton.
Oh, that's cool.
The Royal British Legion and civilian services. Representing 350,000 poppy sellers across the UK, who've distributed more than 45 million poppies this year. It's a wonderful effort. We also have the civilian services, including the National NHS Ambulance Service, the Coast Guard, Police and Fire Service, and the St John Ambulance and St Andrew's First Aid.
Keep showing them. They look familiar. Who are they? I feel like I should know who they are. Is that the new Prime Minister? Oh, that's the Book of Remembrance.
Would you please welcome Brigadier Justin Stenhouse, carrying the Book of Remembrance, accompanied by military personnel who've been supporting the Ukrainians in their hour of need. And with them is Captain Dmytro Donskoy, the Ukrainian Defense and Air Attaché. The religious service
I know
starts
this
with
one.
the patriotic hymn Jerusalem. The festival organist once again is Peter Crompton.
So good. Let's stop it there. Ooh, okay. A lot to, wow, that was so, just trying to remember. So the muster of the military coming in was really cool. I loved how they were coming down different rows for each branch. I'm assuming there's a reason why the Navy's first, the Army's second, Air Force, so on. With the Army and their bearskin hats, you'd think, you know, if you're in the Air Force, you have to stand behind them. You can't even see. It's that story. I would have put them in back, but of course they don't belong in the back. Of course, they probably belong up front. The altar during the song, previously was really cool. I just trying to. They kept showing a couple people in the crowd. They looked so familiar. I think one of them was the new prime minister. Let's be honest. It's hard to keep track of at the currently, right? But I think that was him. And they keep showing two women. They look really familiar to me. You're going to have to please help me out with that. But yeah, this was really cool. Really cool. This has been an amazing show, right? It's been an amazing, I'm so excited to see the pedals drop. I know I'm going to lose it, but it's been building. This whole event has just been building up to that moment. And I just know it's coming soon. So thank you for coming along and watching. Thank you for your support. You guys have been truly amazing. This has been so special to watch. Please stick around. We're almost done. We're almost to the end. All right, everyone. Take care.
Mark from the States, Mark from the States, it's Mark. And